Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Tuesday night. We've had yourself a great day. And a lot of things have actually happened today. We have a whole bunch of new game releases, or early access if you enjoy playing Star Wars. Hopefully that game... let's just be honest, it's kind of a mess. They better just simply say they're sorry. And I have a feeling that game will still sell extremely well. But as for now, though, we're here and we're back to actually go and play a little bit more Hand of Fate 2. In our last stream, we actually failed. The dealer... We need to learn a lot more about the combat in this game. Really, really difficult. But for now, though, why don't we jump on in? Because there's so many things to do and so little time to do it in. Because these challenges are only getting longer. More difficult. Time goes on. But I should also say, in terms of Twitch, though, and what has come out, achievements have actually come out, as well as the stats. So everything's going from TwitchCons, everything's been rolling out. So raids have finally happened, Twitch stats is finally out, and achievements. And for those of you who don't know, stats are very simple. Stats, they're actually very in-depth. I've taken time to actually look at them. They actually tell you how long your stream was, average viewers, max viewers, new followers, total views, unique chatters, peak time, raids received, and it also tells you, how many, what was your peak, basically, how many people were watching you the most. And along with that, because it may only make sense to release achievements at the same time, it actually also has an achievement system. Now, the stream stats and stream summary, they're very nice. They're not only by individual, you can also examine by day and also by month. So it's actually a great barometer to figure out, what, maybe not particularly what games that you've been streaming. I would probably still go to Twinge, twinge.tv for something like that, but you can actually download all that information, which is actually really, really great, because you can now... I know this is going to be kind of nerdy here, but I notice what a lot of professional streamers don't really do is they don't, in terms of marketing, being able to actually quantify their viewership, their stats into an easy to read chart or graph, or make a PowerPoint presentation to showcase what you're actually capable of, whether it's applying for, say, a sponsorship, or trying to prove that you have an expensive viewership, is actually really, really helpful. So being able to download that and condense that information either into a database or just simply through a spreadsheet, and combine all that information so you can actually create some sort of chart or graph is actually very, very nice. And finally, we also have the achievement system as well, which is really nice. It does appear they actually it seems somewhat retroactive, and at the same time doesn't. They definitely did follow through what they said. The path to... So achievements is basically if you're pursuing affiliate or partnership, there are more concrete goals. It's no longer going to be a very nebulous goal. So, for example, the path to affiliate, I've had that unlocked for a while. I just never accepted it, but now that the achievement system is showing, it actually even shows that I can accept it. To be an affiliate, you need to stream part-time. It has the achievement part-time, full-time, overtime. Stream for 8 hours in the last 30 days. Like clockwork, stream for 7 unique days in the last 30 days. Who Watches the Watchers? Reach 3 average viewers in the last 30 days, and also have 50 followers. So you have to complete that criteria to actually become an affiliate. Then they actually have the partner listing, which is actually to me it's a high wall, but it's at the it's also it's actually achievable. The affiliate was actually my personal concern, because I'm more interested in seeing if people, if Twitch made the decision of making it a low bar, so that anyone can become an affiliate, because kind of like the way, managed channel networks back in the early days of YouTube handed out YouTube partnership to basically anyone and everyone. So it's interesting to see that they went for the very, you know, it's a low bar to actually climb over. But there's also the partnership, and this sounds actually a little, this definitely is a lot more, two of the requirements is very achievable, it's doable, but then the third one is actually, that to me is the wall, and I think that'll be the wall for most people who primarily focus on just playing games as they stream. Now, in terms of, let's just call this the low, like, what I do here on this channel, I honestly do personally actually also consider the low end of content. I know a lot of people who make that their living, but in terms of creating a more comprehensive content or show and such on Twitch when they do things live, it's a lot more difficult. So you actually have part-time, full-time, overtime. There's actually different tiers of achievements. So it's level 1, level 2, level 3. This one requires you to stream for 25 hours in the last 30 days. And there's also, like clockwork, stream for 12 unique days in the last 30 days. And finally, who watches the watchers? It's the same achievements as Path to Affiliate. There is no follower requirement, but you have to reach an average viewers, 75 average viewers in the last 30 days. Now, to be specific, all achievement criteria for partner and affiliate, and this is one thing that should be noted, and this is a big, asterisk towards becoming an affiliate or being a partner. You must complete all the achievement criteria in the same 30-day window to be eligible for partner status. That does not mean they will accept you, but you must be able to achieve that. So effectively, it will kind of be, you can't just simply get a burst of viewers and expect to get like a raid or two will help you or anything like that. You have to prove the consistency that people will watch you, and I actually find that to be very that's actually, to me, that's actually very smart there, to be able to achieve it in 30 days and also prove that you can be consistent maintaining a lot of viewers, because you'll see a lot of people who might explode through raids after raids after raids, but they personally can't keep that viewership for themselves while streaming. There's no point in giving them partnership. So I actually kind of like it. It's achievable. It's a wall that can be, climbed over. It could be a bar that could be hurdled over, but it is still very difficult to do given the requirements here. But enough about Twitch, enough about Twitch's implementations. There's going to be more along the way, as they promised, so it's actually really good to see them roll all that stuff out as before the end of the year here. So, for now though, why don't we jump on into Hand of Fate 2. We have a lot to do and so little time to do it in. Because we have failed the challenge of strength twice already. And I took some time yesterday thinking how to accomplish this. We didn't even reach Draknar the Mighty in our last stream. We failed each and every time. So I took some time and thought about it. No, you were not part of my plan. We are sticking with the Wanderer. But I went through my encounter cards, and I realized I was putting way too many combat cards in my deck, and that's why I ended up having to fight a lot of the bosses and such. So I'm keeping Deep Water in something I can, avoid or do. I'm keeping the Old Maiden in. I'm adding Exploding Doodads because that can actually recharge my artifact. That to me will be very useful because I can restore the healing potion. I'm keeping the Shrine in because that's a life gain. Man-Eating Tree, I'm relying on getting a lot of equipment. Gnomish Exchange, I'm taking a bet on the Gain Any. That will actually let me have some health as well, so I can give an item away. Kind of relying on giving away certain items here. The Lost Boy, that's also a Gain Any as well. I'm also kind of relying on adding a little more dice games and stuff.
During
Arm
my
wrestling.
apprenticeship, I learned patience. This, however, stretches even me.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, dealer. I had to explain things. Exploring the wilds, gain resources. I actually put the alchemist back in because we can actually try and spin the wheel for a healing potion Street Fighter, more resources. The Friendly Innkeeper once again for health. And I threw in Yvette's Cottage because I wanted to see what that one's about here. Actually, I was trying to actually not put in so many combat cards this time around, instead of being able to just try and not overwhelm myself. For equipment, I added the shield, I added the Grifter's Companion. Hopefully we can get that for the roulette. The Light of Truth, the Exquisite Blade, the Ruby Ring, Cardinal Blade, Bastion Purification, Frontier Barbut, I added another helmet, basically. I wanted to make sure there was another way I can actually get a helmet. I think the only one-handed sword I didn't add was the Frost Helm. But we're keeping with the leather armor, as much as the armor of Gluttony would actually be nice. I erred against it. Exquisite Blade is basically for money. Something we can grab and something we can actually also sell. And for supplies, Healing Spirits, so I can actually heal. Soldier's Sword, just because one-handed weapon, and the leather armor. Hey, how's it going, Ninja Zombie? How are you doing tonight? But, with that said though, that is what our plan is for the strength challenge, since we try this for a third time. Hopefully, we'll be able to actually beat it this time. I will not be, for challenges that we've redone, or redoing, I won't be so in-depth in reading the text. I apologize that for the brevity, but you will still be able to have the voting and choices as we've had from before.
I have rather more knowledge of your history than I did when I ran the game from the throne of life and death. Much has changed since then. I have died and returned anew. I have crossed these lands even as you have crossed these lands. At times, our paths have crossed.
Apparently the dealer knew about us before we knew him. So, for the challenge of strength here, we actually have a charm that will prevent us from being healed from eating food, which is your primary way of actually healing. So we're going to be relying on, well, Phalanx of Steel already? Crap. Pepper of Frost. So basically, we're not able to heal through normal means. We now have to rely on combat throughout the way. But now comes the question, who do we fight? The Raiders or the Empire? Alright, looks like we're fighting the Raiders. How are you doing tonight, though, Ninja Zombie? How has your night been? It shouldn't be so bad, Trappers. Trappers shouldn't be so difficult. And oh, controller? Controller. Sorry, my character wasn't able to move for a second. I think I had the mode button pressed down, which moves primary movement moves towards the D-pad instead of the analog stick.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Cardinal Blade! Already, alright, I will definitely take it. And some more swamplands. Oh, that was bad. That's really bad. I don't want to lose them so soon, but I have to. Oh my goodness, this is bad news. So one thing about the strength challenge, it relies on having a lot of
A win here sets
die
the tone
gambits.
for your challenge. I have met spirits, gods, and death himself. I have no more respect for them now than when I believed them myths.
I'm on 11. Oh, come on. Well, that's not good. That was one of the more important cards that I was relying on. Oh, this is terrible. This is not a good start. This is not a good start at all. Prayed on the wrong knee. Exactly. I tried praying once. Dangerous wilds. 7 of light. That shouldn't be... Hopefully it shouldn't be so bad. Oh, just run into him, buddy. Ah, oh, crap. Hey, there's one thing I have somewhat learned about the combat in this game, is that enemies, don't, that there'll only be one enemy at a time that will try to counterattack, or, you know, charge in while you're focused on another target. With the exception of, say, magic casters. Like, I'm talking in terms of, like, melee characters. Elvin's Favor or the Grifter's Companion? Let's actually go with the helmet. Grifter's Companion's nice. And a health potion, very nice. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. This is the blacksmith. I'm surprised she's actually our last companion. I'm actually surprised she's our last companion. Alrighty.
Careful, your supplies are running low.
Oh. Build main dice for food or dice for health? Oh, either one is gonna be bad. I need both. I need all three, actually. I know what to do, though. I think I have an idea. What do you think I should do? Ask for more food or ask for more health? How should I deal with the fate that you hand me? For more health. Alright. Nice, simple health potion. Oh! Okay, now I know the order of operations.
Hoping to survive. Find food if you can.
No, there would be no way for me to deal with that, actually. That was the only thing I could do, actually, was take the hit. Interesting. Very interesting. So we're out of food, so we're gonna go camp. Go trade. Let's sell something. Sell equipment. Sell the Cardinal Blade. Go back to the soldier sword. Buy some food again. Says now I know you don't need you know, maybe putting in the armor of gluttony actually doesn't seem like such a bad idea now. What equipment? The bastion of purification. Okay. Food, use an artifact, that's for the healing potion. Let's break camp. We'll go to our inventory and we'll equip the soldier's sword. Ooh, excuse me. Deep water. So leap in the river is basically avoid everything, and basically avoid the encounter altogether, versus fighting. But we do get gear, or not gear, we do get something if we stand and fight. So Ninja Zombie, do you stream, or what do you, like, do you use the... Do you have any aspirations to become a Twitch affiliate or streamer or anything? Who? What? Ah, alright, that was a little weird. I get so confused about all the symbols that appear now. Ooh, that was last second. He used to stream, but I don't have a quiet area at the moment to now. Oh yeah, I definitely know that feeling. It's not so much of your ability to, it's the area around you. Gear, Gambler's Jewel. Get the Bastion of Purification. No, let's go with the Gambler's Jewel. And... oh, thank goodness, a health potion. And... my goodness, this game really loves steel, phalanx of steel. Yeah, I think that's honestly one of the biggest challenges, is being able to have a space. If you don't have a, it's not just about the time, it's also about having the space to be able to stream. And it makes all the difference. Number 2, Emperor's Brigands. We're fighting the phalanx. You know, I really do miss just seeing the actual number. Maybe I'm missing something when reading the card. I also really wish. No! Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Phalanxes are not fun to fight. They're not fun to fight when you're taking on two at once. Some treasure. Nice. Exquisite blade.
I prefer my weapons honest and unadorned.
I'm actually surprised they didn't put a token on the exquisite blade. Actually, let's see. One do here. No, we'll go on since we're done with this side, because everything will change at the next level. Go to the blacksmith. And we'll ask for a shield, and he will upgrade the shield for us. And then we will camp. Trade. Sell equipment. Sell the exquisite blade. That'll give us some money. What can we buy? We can buy the ring of food. Actually, very useful. We'll buy food as well. I'd like to think we're now playing a little bit smarter. Just a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And I think, yeah, we're done.
The Empire has busily purged so many of the fantastic creatures from these lands, and yet they leave the gnomes.
Oh, time for a Gnomish exchange. I will give you some food for a helmet, give me some armor, and I'll give you a health potion. I need to keep the leather armor. I wonder if this actually counts for anything. I wonder if that counts. Ah, it's map. Okay. Swamplands, stirring in the mire. So swamplands don't get us anything, so avoiding the swamplands would actually be good. Okay, so you trade a ring for a map. Interesting. 5 of greed. And 5 of frost. I hope we actually get some gear we can throw away, or else we're going to be in trouble, because I'm not going to be able to use the plant, man-eating plant. Kinda think the strength challenge came a little bit too early with the cards they give you. At least if you're trying to do things in order. Fighting the thieves, huh? Alrighty. Blasted thieves. Never liked them. These barbarians are straightforward and honest. Fuck. Can't believe I got hit at the last second. I was hoping for a flawless fight. Heavy dice. What are you giving me? The light of truth.
Is truth really so glowing, do you think? You have much to learn.
Finishers against thieves drop gold. Well, that's nice, but not gonna do me any good. Because we're gonna be throwing that array instantly. Light of truth. Enjoy the card. Enjoy this ring. You man-eating piranha plant. Oh, thank you for the food. Well, now here comes the difficult part. The 15 defense. Why 15? Wait a minute. Oh no. I screwed up. You need the heavy shield. I think you need the heavy shield.
At what age does a child lose their innocence? When do they become the enemy?
Is a clan Catsfolk, weak and pitiful clan of the Southern Reach. Do we save the boy, or do we offer the boy to the or take the boy to the dungeon? I think what we did last time is that we saved the boy. At least I think that's what we did. Taking the boy to the dungeon. Upon your greeting, the guards recognize you. Ah, hero, it's an honor. We're grateful for your service. The outpost is that way. I point west further into the forest. You lead the lost boy away from the guards. He glares at you with contempt. I could let the boy go. Oh, apparently a second choice. I could let the boy go or take him to the dungeons. Apparently we get a choice here. A lot of choices with this card. Not often many cards will ask you to have make two decisions. Alright. Take the boy to the dungeon. How's it going, Printing of Time? How are you doing tonight? You take the boy into the dungeons and claim your bounty. As the guards hand you your reward, you hear the boy cursing you from his cell. A health potion. And gold. And gain. Reveal 3 encounters. Ambush, sitting in the mire, and okay, so we actually know. And the boy cursed us. Had a haircut, went out to eat, and had a great night out. Honestly, very nice. I rarely get to do the last part there. Oof. So every time basically I get a pain card. Desert. I have 2 curses now. I don't get to yeah, no, it definitely is a nice change of pace when you can do it. Let's actually do sitting in the mire first. Or stirring in the mire, I should say. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press on to higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. You can either fight the Steel of Musket and the 5 of Steel. Uh-oh, now it's starting to get more difficult. Or you can fight the 3 of Frost and some Frost Berserkers. Nah, it's definitely great if you can actually go out and change your surroundings. Like that, if anything, is one of the biggest things. No, we don't get a choice if we want to sit in the mire. We don't get to do that. Want me to fight the Frost. Alright, let's fight some raiders then. We can actually unlock the token for this, for the sword. I think I kind of screwed up. I think you actually can't rely on just having the shield, though. What? I so used my parry on that. Going berserkers. Oof. No, I prefer not to sit in the middle of the road. Doing a lot better this time. I think I finally am actually really getting used to the combat now. Lie down to get some treasure. Go. What do we get this time? Frontier Barbat. Well, we already actually... Oh, we actually can equip that for now. Actually, very nice. Let's see what your vet's cottage.
If you can earn it.
Another woman greets you at the door of Yvonne's cottage. She curtly introduces herself as Yvonne's sister, Yvette. Yvonne and her baby are nowhere in sight. She, too, offers you a beef pie and potatoes, sprinkling some sunshine flour over it. Brings out the flavor, you know. You bite into the pie, the seeds of the sunshine burst sweetly into your mouth as you chew. Then you see it, your hands wrinkling before your eyes. Oh dear God Almighty. Yvette laughs. Fool, that'll teach you to befriend my awful sister. Before you can do anything, she pushes you from the cottage and locks the door. You see the sign in front of the waterfall. Waterfall of Youth. Very dangerous. Stay clear. Well, that's a problem. I have 3 curses now. So, what do? Do we step into the water, or do we leave and accept the curse? I'm doing... I say we should step into the water. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, it's a card draw, too. Ooh. Decisions. 2 success and 2 failure. Damn it, Yvette. I am not a fan of you. Card 3 or card 4? I think if anything I'll go with Prinny, and because he's the one who got in first. You are both correct. Squinting, you see that the pool behind the waterfall is more tranquil than the roaring river. You wade across and duck beneath the waterfall. As you slip into the tranquil waters, your wrinkled hands smooth. Surrounded by the delicate yellow sunshine flowers, you feel at peace. This card will be discarded, the spell of aging. Until you are startled by the sudden cry of an infant. Tucked away in the dim, wet cave, you find a baby. It lies calmly in a wicker basket. Around its neck hangs Yvonne's amulet. The baby smiles gummily and sucks on the edge of the artifact. Piecing it together, you pluck a sprig of sunshine flowers and drop a few petals into the child's gurgling mouth. The baby begins to magically mature. Before you know it, a frazzled and fully grown Yvonne clambers out of the basket, wrapping her linens around her for modesty. Yvette was so much nicer as a baby. Thank you. I don't think she intended to leave me here forever. Maybe just overnight. Wow. So the baby from the originally was the sister, and oh my goodness, these two sisters aren't nice. The water of youth cannot be taken from these grounds without losing its magic, unless it's in a citrine vial. Return to me later and I'll have one prepared for you.
A reward well earned.
Well, at least we got a token out of this run tonight. And there's the King's Road. But that's the question. Actually, I just realized something. We do need to camp because we can actually buy the food. We constantly need to buy the food here. Oof, that would have been ugly. I'm starting to realize, like, that's actually very important. Ah, Archer's Bane's 45 gold. Do you need anything? Technically get rid of the Frontier Barbat, but no. I'll sell that next. Afterwards. You know what? It's... You know what? No, we'll actually not fight. I'd rather move on. It's the blacksmith. Got our Felvin's Fervor. We'll give him a suit of armor. Lose our leather armor. Yeah, I think... That doesn't... I'm confused now, actually, because... I don't know if we're gonna reach the magic number 60. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oops. Oh, well. Well, looks like the food's not going anywhere, so we can buy that. Can also sell... Can actually sell that. Let's see, so this gives us 15. That's... We'll have 20, so we'll have 55. How did I get 60 last time in defense? Did I really actually need the heavy shield?
Alchemy is not chemistry. The formulations are merely a receptacle for the powers involved. Every alchemist has at least a touch of the mage about them.
Alrighty.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
Let's see, let us get rid of... Let's get rid of blue beetles. Oh, come on, yellow mushrooms. I don't need gold. I gotta admit, well, we got a pure vial. As you add the yellow beetles, the mixture glows intense yellow light up the room. You did it! The alchemist eyes grow wide in excitement. The magnum opus? The alchemist picks up the hot beaker with a pair of metal tongs and carefully pours the contents into a pail of water. The water fizzes for a moment, filling the room with steam. Take it, he says, gesturing towards the bucket. It's quite cool. You reach into the water and discover the formula has transformed into a solid gold nugget. Well, that's not exactly useful. The alchemist thanks you profusely for your assistance before returning to his ledger, mumbling himself. The elixir of life still eludes me. What color could it be? You need to create the... I need to create a red elixir to win the token. God damn it. Wait, what? Oh. I have no idea why the desert's there. I have no idea why the desert's there, actually. Oh, good. Stirring in the mire. I would prefer that over the other ones. Anarchist of Greed and 5 of Greed. And steel cards. Right, who do we fight this time? I think from... You think from the Twitch gift? Hang on, I'm trying to think what exactly happened here. So, we got the Alchemist. That was the gold. No, the Desert Crossing. No, the Desert Crossing is from a curse we got. The boy from the Lost Boy is the one who cursed us. No, wait, you'd be... Oh, you're right, it was a pain card. So we actually, yeah, the pain card added the Desert Crossing. You're right. You're absolutely right. It was from the Twitch gift. You're absolutely right, Ninja Zombie. Who do we fight? Do we fight Bandit Thieves or Empire Brigands?
I could not be more pleased to train you. You have every skill Callus lacked. Patience, delicacy, skill.
For a second, I thought he was gonna harangue me for taking my time. Alright. Fighting bandits. Alrighty. Hey, those greedy, greedy thieves. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. Bombs abound. I think I'm only gonna have 55 armor. That's gonna... That upsets me, honestly. Ugh! Oh, come on, I rolled right into that. Please die. There is a token attached to that curse, though. Although I won't, like... I don't want to do it right now, because I can't heal through normal means. Archer's Bane. Yeah, I'll take the Archer's Bane. Why did food refresh? No, it didn't, did it? What do you have here? The ruby ring. Gain 10 max life while you have more blessing than curses. This card won't really help me, but still buy it.
Keep walking in the light of grace, and this ring will favor you. Bare-knuckle combat. You seem to take such joy in violence, and here I was hoping we'd found an intellect fitting for the coming challenges.
You found the wrong person, because I love games like, I love beat-em-ups. I like games like River City Ransom and, The Bouncer. You know what I need to do? I need to buy that HDMI converter for the PS2 and the Wii, and get a HDMI switch, and also buy the internal capture card. I really think I should make that investment. Hadouken! Wait, wrong game. Fight some thieves. Let's go fight some thieves. And beat them as quickly as possible. Ruthlessly efficient. I wonder what gave me that 5 armor. Nope! Nope! Aw, oh, darn it, I was rolling. What? Jump, or are you gonna... Let's hope that was a quick reward. I did not look at our time. Although I think now would be the time we actually, for fame. Food and gold! An armory. Cardinal
Do you
blade.
use this for its holy virtues, or its cutting edge?
We'll keep the Archer's Bane. And... yeah, I think this is actually the way out. Yeah, no, we missed it. Now I wonder how we got the 5 defense. How did we have... I know we had 65 last time. I'm confused. I am very confused now. Actually, wait, hang on a second. That's the wrong order. Equipment, no, that's the... oh, we're not getting the gold token, but... sell equipment... no, actually, we'll hold on to it. Yeah, well, I guess we do need the heavy shield. That kinda... that sucks. Oh, well. Finish trading. We're gonna use our healing potion here. And hope we did not skip. Skip the goblin. We didn't. As to have one of your artifacts refilled. You chance upon Oswin's goblin uncle, offering his trinkets to pass by. He shows no sign of recognizing you. Can I interest you in an exploding doodad? My prices are tough, but fair. No, I'm sorry, we're gonna refill the artifact. Oh, you have one of your own, do you? Trying to show a goblin new tricks, hey? Well, I won't be impressed. He eagerly reaches out to a gnarled and spindly hand. He bashes the artifact a few times with his staff, then shakes it vigorously by his ear as if listening for anything to miss. The artifact makes a whirring, rattling sound as he does it. Then, without warning, the old goblin flings the artifact back at you, smacking it into your shoulder. Spurs have been recharged.
There's nothing possible without healing. You and I must heal more than ourselves. We must heal this world.
Goodbye, dear one. Oswin's goblin uncle bows deeply, seats himself on the nearest tree stump, and proceeds to pointedly ignore you. And there we go. That's much better. We're gonna just use this right now. No reason not to, as I would shudder to have to use this in combat. Yeah. So, here's the question. How did I... It bothers me. It just bothers me. I'm sorry. It really shouldn't, but it
Your
does
artifact
because...
is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
I just don't know where I got the... I was at 60... I could have sworn I was at 65 last stream. One of those things that just gnaws at the back of my mind. We need to kill that shaman immediately. Oh, right, she teleports. I forgot about that. Whoop. What? Oh, come on. Well, that sucked. Would you like to let me go? Ah. Oh well, at least we got through it relatively unscathed. That could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. 8 fame. And food! A lot of food! Anything else? We bought the food. Arm wrestling! That's for some gold. Your opponent in the 3rd round is probably the Brass Hag. She touts herself a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a boat. 14. Oh, there you go. Brass Hag cannot live up to the strength of her name and slumps in defeat. I'm surprised there's not a token for this card. Take the reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. So next round, I'll basically get 40 gold.
Who are you that you flee so eagerly to the source of your own destruction, staggering across fields of bones in order to seek revenge?
Mist pools in the foothills as you approach the ogre's lair. Bones of fallen champions litter the way, picked clean by vultures. Their weapons lay here and there, rusted by the damp and twisted weather. This is your last chance. This is the last chance to improve your defense. Alright, let's continue. You catch up to Ari on I'm just gonna call her Ari. Let's be honest. I can't say that name at all. Ari, let's call her Ari. As she charges through the hillside. In her hand she carries a massive mace, its face fashioned from the traveling forge's anvil. Let's see how it likes it when my forge fights back. We are close, Kolbjorn whispers, drawing his blades and scanning the rocky outcrop ahead. Keep your wits about you. If you have to make preparations, this could be our last chance. This is no time for caution, Ariande says, pushing past. Let me at the beast. No one destroys my father's forge and continues to draw breath. She stops and lets out a roar. Where are you, monster? The silhouette of the ogre looms out of the mist. He raises a club above his head and leaps down from his perch, smashing the ground in front of you. The poor fools come happy with their death, he grins, displaying a mouth of yellow, jagged teeth. Crunch, crunch, little wagon wint. Dost thou your bones sing as beautifully? Ari bellows in defiance and charges her foe. Draknar swings his club wildly, catching Kolbjorn and sending them flying. Then the ogre swings at you! With surprising dexterity, Ari leaps to your aid, taking the blow in your stead. Battered, she crumples to the ground at your feet. There was no way you'd be able to take a blow of that magnitude in that armor, she huffs, blood bubbling from her mouth. But I'm afraid I won't be much help now. Draknar roars and charges into battle. So if I actually reached the defense cap, she would be able to help me in the fight. Oof. Oh, this is bad. This is not good. The worst part is, this is gonna be a normal enemy. Draknar the Mighty. Even amongst ogres, Draknar is feared. Once he was a leader among their kind, but those days are long gone. The ogre's thick hide reduces damage by 4, making low damage weapons less effective. Beware. Club deals devastating damage. Evade or perish. He has no armor. Oh! Okay. Oof. Well, that wasn't the worst. But that is definitely an enemy I would not want to fight. With the ogre defeated, you help Ari and Kolbjorn to their feet. Then you see it, shining under a pile of bloodied rags and small bones. The two halves of Odysseus' charm slide together, and with a rush of relief, you feel the curse lift.
Every butcher understands how best to cleave flesh from bone.
Odysseus' charm, an artifact, creates an aura that lasts 60 seconds. While active, gain 1 food for every enemy defeated. Excludes undead. Interesting. So basically everything except skeletons. With a shout of joy, Ari lifts her hammer to the sky. Wow, now that was exhilarating. We brought down Draknar the Mighty. We're bloody heroes. Ari runs a hand over her hammer, seems reluctant to let this moment go. Say, you don't need some extra muscle in your troop, do you? There we go.
And so you gather more tools, and with each step, more power.
Stirring in the mire, wetland ambush, and the Toshers. Ooh, that's a new one. For defeating the ogre Draknar the Mighty, your supplies have been added to. Battered helm. Ooh, it's a weapon. It has a token too. You also get Odysseus' charm, Sisters of Vengeance, the Ward of the Innocent, and the Jousting armor. Ooh, even another piece. For befriending Ariadne. Anders the Drunkard, and the Blacksmith. Oh yeah, we also have Yvette's Cottage. For saving Yvonne from her fate as a baby. The Waterfall of Youth, and the Old Maiden. Now has a token? Interesting. I'll probably redo this challenge. Gotta say, challenge of strength. Definitely one of the hardest ones. You do need the Bastion of Purification, though. That is definitely what you need. But, out of the way, though, we can finally move on to our next challenge, the Hermit. What is the challenge of the Hermit? Ah, I remember the Hermit. The Hermit card back in Hand of Fate 1. You basically would give this man items and hope he would return you with a proper blessing. Rumor has it there is a powerful magician hidden in a devilishly confusing and dangerous forest of eternal snow. Map reveal. Finding your way is one thing, knowing where to go is another. Avoid danger using map reveal. Explorer, the road ahead may be long. Ensure you have enough food to avoid starvation. And prepare for combat against the Empire. Or if you're unlucky, a curse instead. You know, I never had that. Hey, how's it going, Solo Sandwich? How's it going, you nerd? How'd the rest of Force's stream go? I had to go and cook dinner while he was raiding. And also moderate another stream. You know what? Let's see here. I want to see what Ari does here. We passed the... It's so sad, you just missed us beating the challenge of strength. Armor Break. When activated, Ari performs a powerful attack that causes high armor damage. Stay close to it, charge the ability faster. You discussed, just like exactly what I thought. Optionally, duplicate a card in any of the chance card gambits, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Duplicate a card? Interesting. I don't know, you didn't watch everything? Okay, that's easy. That's understandable. A brute in close quarters, rarely needing a revive, attacks break and damages armor. Prioritizes armored enemies. I forgot which priest card from the first game, but I think it involved a huge failure. It's been way too long. I think I haven't played that game since 2015. I know I streamed that game. Let's see. Well, I guess now we can actually just choose any of our companions. Who should we actually bring? Who do you think we should bring? Think we should bring the Blacksmith, the Wanderer, the Soldier, or the Trickster? Who should we bring? Or who do you want me to bring? Should we bring our new companion or rely on one of the others? Play Minesweeper. I don't have my stream set up for Minesweeper, I'm sorry. Plus, I'm terrible at Minesweeper. Like, I finally actually understand how to play the game, but I'm still terrible at it. Alright, well, since no one's saying anything.
And a fine one. Of all your companions, I respect her the most.
That's interesting to hear. Alright, so we'll take Anders the Drunkard. I have to know what that does. I'm sorry, I have to know what all of those do. Probably gonna be detrimental, but... definitely want to take Man of the World. I need things that give me food. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing, is finding things that'll actually give me food. Food or money, I guess, would probably be the best. Also, there is one other thing, actually. Never revealed. Exploring the wilds would be nice. No much exchange, actually, would be a good one here. Anything with the Lost Boy, that would actually be a good one, too. Reveal map, dice, or spend gold. Really? The Watchtower is only that? What's the wetland ambush? Gain food, but you deal with an ambush. That actually... You know, no, that's not the... That's... I like that's assured food, though. You can gain food. Ice, tarts, and exotic lot. Actually, yeah, Street Fighter is actually a really good one. Pies, tarts, pies, and exotic lies. It's actually a good one too, but do I have money? Find a way to make more. Actually, no. The arm wrestling card's actually a really good one because I know that's 40 gold now. Where's the arm wrestling? Arm wrestling. That's actually a really good one. I'm sorry, Solo Sanders. There'll never be an option D. City in the Mire will always... Oh, City in the Mire will always give equipment. Interesting. For prayers. All of the reveal cards. What's this? It's gotta be there's gotta be a better card I can get for gaining food. Although I will say that Recharge Artifact is actually very nice. Gain food, gain gold, gain water. There's a gambling house. Do we have anything else? Let's add the trading house. Let's see, Archer's Bane. How far were we? Reflect 15 projectiles with a shield that can reflect. Apparently we didn't do any of them at all. We are fighting the Empire though, so actually that would probably be the... Yeah, that would actually be the best, best one. Bring the Exquisite Blade. Bring the Sisters of Vengeance. Actually, no. The Vengeance actually would be a good one. Bring Word of the Innocents as a shield? Okay. Let's see. Heavy. I guess I don't have a shield that can reflect. There's an armor that gives food. You're right, the Armor of Gluttony. We definitely should bring that. Jousting armor. Ooh, our first heavy armor. Want to bring the Frontier Barber, that's for certain. We didn't actually get a new ring. Interesting. Let's go with the Ring of Food. Richter's Companion. That's the Wheel Nudge. I just want to be... Oh no, it's the artifact. Was the thing that gave us food. Wait. Didn't we pass the artifacts? Yeah, Odysseus Charm. What am I doing? That actually would be a good artifact to actually bring with us. Encrusted Mace. What does the Encrusted Mace do? Complete the Empress with this item to unlock the token, so there's no point in bringing the Uncrested Mace with us. How many weapons do we have? 2. Exquisite Blade and that. The Sisters of Vengeance, then. How much is... No, we don't even know how much that is worth. Jousting Armor. And we'll throw in the Jousting Armor. Ring. Fighting Empire. Dice. Actually would probably be the best. And... Ooh. We could actually bring an entire suit of armor with us already. You're right, the armor of Gluttony can be really powerful. How far were we on this one? Repulse 25 Northerners. Well, we're not fighting Northerners. Merchant's Ring. Reveal shops. We can heal by food now, so I'm not too worried. I'm actually curious here. Upgrade this item at the blacksmith to unlock the token. Oh, okay, so that's probably related to the... So we basically had to replay the strength card. Bring that, and let's bring the axe, why not? Alright. Let's see how far we... Wait, did I really... Okay, no, I did pack food. Merchant ring, so you can buy... You know, you're... Oops, that's the wrong button. No, you're right, actually, you're right. That would actually be better. If I bring the merchant's ring. So I can know... So I can actually know where the shops are, if there are any. Because that would actually... That's also a map reveal. That's actually a really good idea. That's a really good idea, Solo Sandwich.
I have spent more time alone than any hermit could imagine. In truth, it is only your ignorance that leaves these cards occupied by such commoners. You seek and the hermit moves again. We have much to learn from each other at this point.
So, it seems like this challenge here will only... It's only a golden token, so pretty much we have to fulfill the objective. While exploring the wildlands, you arrive quite suddenly at the fringes of a curiously enchanted winter forest. Where you stand, it is a warm summer afternoon. Yet only 10 steps away, the cedars are gray with frost and the ground is blanketed in a thick snow. Horrendous, you turn in surprise to face Ari, but it is not she who spoke. The General of Steel. An Empire general in an impressively plumbed helm approaches you. A sizable company of Empire soldiers are arrayed behind him. Horrendous, isn't it? A smear of obstinate mage filth staining the land. You and your squire, he glances at Ari, should leave. This frozen waste is no place for common folk. The ground changes underfoot and blizzards tear your skin to shreds. The Empire is 40 days away. He gestures and his troops split into small parties and head into the wasteland. He turns to you and bows deeply before following the last party in. Never fear, citizen. This mage will meet the blade of the Empire's justice. Ari shrugs. Didn't Malaclips say that the hermit keeps this forest in perpetual winter? Alright, let's enter the forest. Ari gestures rudely to the captains departing back. Let's go save this old dotty from these bastards. Oof.
The Empire set signs in order to guide the rest of their forces. Fortunately, you too can follow.
You find a tree etched with a strange marking. Is this a sign pointing toward the hermit? Clean snow is marred by heavy footprints. The Empire must be ahead of you. The Empire draws 4 days closer to the hermit. Not knowing what else to do, you press on. Oh. I saw everyone at endgame used the armor that gave food and the weapon that ignored armor. A weapon that ignores armor? I never came across that yet. That'll be interesting to see.
The storm will delay you, but it will also delay those who are hunting your prey.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. The storm tears through the forest, erasing your tracks. The Empire falls 4 days behind. Oh, right. She can actually do a huge success deal. You know what? Let's try it. Choose a card to duplicate. Huge success. Oh. Well, that's interesting. That sounds like it'll be very useful, one that just allows you to just normally attack instead of having to bash. Yeah, I can definitely see the Armor of Gluttony being really powerful, because it's only really a net positive. Card number 1, card number 3. Plus the Armor of Gluttony is a medium armor. Alright. Well, Solo Ninja Zombie got his card in first, so let's see what happens. Failure. So we got pain. Alright. The Winter Trail. Snowflakes fall softly from the gray sky. Alright, nothing. Another blizzard. What now? You know, I could imagine, actually. I wonder... I would really actually like to ask the developers, define dev, and ask them, did they design the game first and then do Twitch integration, or was it... When did they somewhere along the line start letting Twitch integration become an influence for the development of their game? Hashtag 1. Nope. Ooh. Another pain card. Oh well. I'll move on. Let's move here. Arm wrestling. A masked bounty hunter sits, motionless, across the table from you. You prepare yourself for the 4th round of competition. I had to hit a 16.
I hope you have learned to be their master.
Oh, that's... Wait a minute. Is 5 as high as those die go? Nope. Glad we do get some gold, though, from it. You take the lesser reward for losing the competition of strength. When you return, a new contest will begin. Well, at least we got something. Better than nothing. He's just a small child over here, a deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever clan he spawned from and show them where our outpost is. He seems like a sweet kid. Let's see if these Empire thugs will pick on someone their own size, says Ari. You consider the boy's fate. What? This is interesting. Apparently certain companions will decide your decisions. You know that the developer can mess with your game. You saw it happen. Oh, you got it. You have to send me like a Twitch clip or a highlight of a stream that did that. You have to do that. Well, I guess we're stuck saving the boy's fate. Unsealing your weapon, you demand they let the boy go. Empire soldiers aren't moved by your threat.
See what the Smith can achieve.
This will be interesting. It'll be like, what was it? Cluster Truck. I remember Cluster Truck. He messed with Tom Fox's stream and Proton John's stream. Funny enough, in the same night. Oof. Ariadne. Steel and flesh both subscribe to the same rules. If you hit them hard enough, they do what you want. When activated, Ariadne performs powerful attacks that cause high armor damage. Maybe the second option is only when you have fame. That is a possibility.
Oh boy, this won't end well.
Ooh, that chieftain's axe. I have to take a moment and see how good this chieftain's axe is. Because this was actually the upgrade from the warrior's axe. Armory gain equipment. The exquisite blade. No, we won't want to equip that, but we can sell it. As you check on the unconscious guards, you notice the boy looking at you warily, as if sizing you up. See what happens. Ooh. Ah, come on. The boy disappears into the forest, and soon you hear him howl from a short distance. The raiders come out of hiding, and the boy shouts, "Their outpost is that way! Stop the raiders' attack on the outpost, or allow the raiders to attack." Wow, the Lost Boy card actually has so far the most options I've seen in this game so far. I wonder what the devs could actually do. I really am curious now in a game like this. I mean, like Cluster Truck, it was all in good good fun. I mean, obviously they could stop time, they could change the color of the trucks, or they could make you fly up into the air and then of course crash you down to the earth. Empire hates us anyway. Why not? True, that is our enemy, so let's allow them to attack. Smoke trails from the outpost as you continue your journey. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Oh well. Just keep going this way then. Nope. That didn't do anything. Oh, an injury.
You must find the secret the hermit holds.
You follow the sounds and screams of clashing metal to find a company of Empire soldiers tearing down tents and executing cowering mages. Oh, okay. Oh, at least it'll give me a nice description. I forgot, it'll just tell me. Wait, I wonder why it didn't show me last time. Chieftain's Axe, a well-crafted and perfectly weighted, and a brutal yet simple tool. There we go. Yeah, so far my most hated enemy is probably going to be mages. The phalanx are really difficult to fight. Mages are grateful for your intervention. This tent is well hidden in the sweeping snow and fog. There's a next level. Spend 5 days for an equipment card. You spend time here for exchange for resources. Let's ask about the hermit. A mage draws a rune in the snow and says, the hermit enchanted the forest to protect us. I'm not sure how he does it. Perhaps blood magic? So he isn't on this floor. My goodness. So let's actually take a look here at what this does here. Armor Breaker. Against corrupted enemies, Bash does additional damage to armor. Stun Corrupted. Okay, so basically this heavy weapon's really good against corrupted enemies. I'll remember that. Right, and the game always lets you choose from the rusty weapons. We have no equipment. And 5 days for... What do you think we should do? Should we continue on, use 5 days, or to get an equipment card? Those are really the only two options I'm considering here. I'm not too worried about food, because I could just do camp. Although, food gain card actually would be good, now that I think about it. Because it's a food gain card, it's not buying a card. I think we should just continue on. Yeah, you're probably right, we could probably gain a lot more equipment from going out of ahead. Although I think I will do this first. 7 food! Very nice. Okay, we'll continue on. The mages point you vaguely in the hermit's direction. Even they are not certain of his whereabouts. Cross the Silver River through the Twin Oaks. Oh, a star. Would actually... I have an idea. Man of the world! Greetings, fellow traveler. A cheerful fellow clad in a brilliant yellow surcoat passes you on the road one day. Let me tell you, your outfit is exquisite. I should know. I almost wore that exact thing yesterday. Pulls out a hefty scroll. I've been documenting every nook and cranny of this beautiful land. My soul is shaking with delight at the thought of sharing it with you. Nice. That is why you have the man of the world. Looks like... Okay, so the further end's completely blocked off to us. Mage hunting? What mage hunting is? A perilous chance. Winter trails. Huh. Sharptooth? Guess we're fighting Sharptooth then. May your vistas be breathtaking and your tree climbing be non-lethal. And that is why you choose Man of the World. So... That's... Oh, decisions. Let's go with the Blizzard. Yeah, let's actually increase our chances here. I'm guessing huge success, just kinda... lets us get away with a lot. Number 1. I wonder what the most picked card is out of all of them. Huge success. You fall half blind into a cave obscured by rock and bramble. Perfect shelter for the storm. Okay, so you just don't take damage. Alright. That actually makes sense.
Your memory seemed filled with conflict and chaos, yet occasionally something merely pleasant slips through.
You chance upon a wooden cart, overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from your cart. An old farmer hawks his wares to a passerby. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Chester gives you a jolly wave. Would you like to buy anything on this fine morning? What should we buy? Tarts, pies, or exotic fruits? wonder what exotic fruits are. I guess it's basically like you're buying food. Number 2, you go buy some pies. What's your favorite pie? Mine's chocolate. Passes you garlic and cheese pie from his wagon. Don't you love of garlic and... Oh, God, that actually doesn't sound good. As always, the pies have been selling steadily today. Chester considers his coin chest for a while before he finally decides on a price. Oh! Alright, it's a card draw. Garlic and cheese. I mean, honestly, those two get mixed up pretty often. That was number 2. Are you happy paying this price? Yes. For 8 food? Sure. Would you like to buy anything else on this fine day? We can actually buy multiple things. Interesting. Although I think we'll leave. And we'll head on over to the general store. Let's sell that exotic blade. Get us some RT gold. We can actually take a look and see some equipment. Ooh, we can see what the Sisters of Vengeance do. Weapon deals 125% damage when activated. Lasts until you are hit. Stacks up to 3 times. Ooh, that's a good one. The riposte after taking damage deals 300%. Interesting. Cool. Buy more food as well, if needed. Not a bad idea, actually. How much do we cost here? Yeah, we can actually buy... Kinda like the axe, actually. I'm okay with just rocking the axe right now. Buy food. And more food. Then, buy equipment. Get the Gambler's Jewel.
Is that your choice? Really?
Yes, yes it is. Because I can also buy the Ring of Food, too.
They are your decisions to make. I will not tell you what to do. You must learn from your mistakes as well as your successes. Go ahead. Buy what pleases you.
Alright, so... Actually, take the... I want to see the Waterfall of Youth. Because that's one of the other new cards we got. You return to Yvonne in Yvette's cottage. No, let's not. Let's just go with the standard. Do we do? I'll pretty much try and go for like the first option. Number 3 and number 2. Ah! Yvette greets you at the door. Baby Yvonne is cooing quietly on a blanket on the kitchen floor. Once again, Yvette offers you a meal of beef pie and potatoes. It would be rude to refuse. Baby Yvonne crawls under the dining table, babbling sweetly to herself as you take your leave. That family, those sisters are totally screwed up.
Even the greatest of all of us are our Father's children, for better or worse.
While taking refuge in the Nag's Head Tavern, a popular drinking establishment and impromptu fistfight arena, you find a man resting his head in a pool of ale, a look of utter gloom fixed on his face. Anders! Ari rushes forward and pulls him into a proper sitting position. He blinks twice, then slips back into his ale. Though much more disheveled than since last you saw him, this is indeed Anders, apprentice blacksmith and a friend to Ari. Let's see. Ari looks concerned and Anders lies in his sad ale puddle. We've got to cheer him up. We can offer him some cake. We have plenty of food to do it. We can offer him some gold. We unfortunately can't give him the gold. Or we could tickle him. Which shall we do? Alright, let's offer him some cake. Yeah, let's take the help. That's, oof, I'd rather... One, two, three, four, five. One. Hey, how's it going, Energy Burst? I just realized you were here. I'm so sorry, man. Ah, failure. Without lifting his head from the puddle, Anders takes the cake and places it in his pocket with a quiet "thank you" and a crestfallen sigh. Oh, so it's a game of chance. We can just keep offering him food. How are you doing tonight? Forget it. We're just gonna tickle him. The Grizzled Tavern patrons watch your morbid curiosity as the two of you begin to tickle Anders. Oh, that's
is ever changing,
dirty.
and the challenges it presents change too.
Nope.
Even when things appear impossible, they can be mastered. Keep practicing.
Anders remains blank-faced. Oh wait, are we seriously... We seriously cannot leave here unless we succeed. Oh, maybe if we get the big the huge failure. God, this is evil. And just remains black. As long as we don't get the huge failure, something tells me we'll be okay. The one thing that sucks about this is you have to anticipate when it's going to happen. That's what makes the precision games so difficult.
Breathe. You have done well.
His face twists into a frown, turns red, then unable to take it any longer, he bursts into laughter. Ari slaps him on the back, sending him flying. That's it, lad. I knew you had it in you. With Anders in better spirits, he decides to relocate to a cleaner table. Anders still looks glum, but at least he isn't lying in a pool of ale anymore. Yeah, precision is, to me, this is the hardest one. Ask why he was lying in an ale puddle. Ask what happened to his forge. Let's just discover. I'm a man without purpose, a man without money, and a man without friends. An awkward silence stretches between you. He promptly bursts into tears. My forge was shattered by that blasted ogre. I hope you killed it. His eyes suddenly turned red with anger. Cheer up, Anders. Ari returns from the bar with a basket of fried almond bread. Fried almond bread? I don't like almonds, but that sounds interesting, though. Whatever it is you need help with, I'm sure me and old hero here can help you. Can you repair my forge? The apprentice blacksmith looks doubtful. You'll need terror vein ore built, among other things. Not to mention it was your late father who built it, so I have no idea how to even begin rebuilding. I'm not a huge fan of into nuts. Do we say yes or do we say no? I think kind of the obvious answer is yes, but we could say no if you so desire. I knew you'd be so kind. The companion nods, her blue eyes bright and earnest, of course, easy as pie. Ender looks a little more hopeful. You really are nothing like your father. Ari frowns and shakes her head and grins. Thank the gods for that.
So twisting your path to this table. Now I begin to understand why you cannot help but aid the hapless.
I'm used to helping fools. First stop, says Ari, popping her friend back into his chair, is to find the mechanical oddity. Oh, thank you for the food. Let's go into the blizzard. Need more time. I find it funny, you'll only need to tickle him. Or success. Although, then again, if getting a huge failure on the precision game is probably actually the way to end the way to that token. Nice job.
This may be your chance to set the mouse upon the cat.
Further into the forest, you hear a smattering of voices carried on the wind from somewhere to the east. Curious, you cautiously approach the voices. You spy a small Empire party taking a break from the zealous manhunt. I picked number 3. Considering I don't have as many people watching, like, clearly there's strength in numbers when it comes to games like this. I kind of more err on, I do err on, like, the majority rules, but if very few people are voting, I kind of just go with the person who goes first. Just to kind of be fair about it, and also, Twitch integration is nice, but it also kind of draws out the game. Obscured by fog and brambles, you consider your options. If you stay hidden, you might learn more of the forest, but you also risk discovery. Well, we already know which way to go, so now that we know what this card does, we can basically not worry about this, since we had the Man of the World. Because we know where do we need to go. We need to go to the hidden mages. So sneaking away would be the best option here in this case. And a precision game. I do not like this. Right in the needle there.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
Your heart pounds in your chest as you retreat from your hiding place. You are a field away when you hear a shout. You break into a run, not before you are struck in the shoulder by an arrow. You lose the soldiers in the thick of the forest. Well, at least we didn't lose time. But now we should go up against...
A creature of confusion, but no malice.
Against Sharptooth. A small blue imp materializes on the path ahead of you. It grins, revealing a row of needle-like teeth. That is an imp in their game. I am Sharptooth. Creature rushes at you, arms outstretched. You back away from its enthusiastic embrace. Undeterred, Sharptooth merely grins. I will move the forest around. Say yes, the Empire will move 10 days behind, or we say no. So... Oh. Okay, so... This is an assumption. But I assume we already know where the mages are. It would probably be our interest to say no. But if we do run with him again, chances are he'll actually move the entire forest and we would have to go through this map over again. Alright, you guys want me to move the forest around? Let's see what happens. Let's see if my prediction is so correct. Yep. No, we won't. No, there's absolutely... Oh! The forest spans and the trees of the horizon shift back and forth as if moved by an invisible hand. The Empire falls 10 days behind. Seemingly content, Sharptooth simply fades from view, waving cheerfully all the while. No, oh, wow, that's actually interesting. We don't know what's around us, but we know where the hidden mages are. So this actually makes our pursuit a lot easier. And the general store is back. Fortunately, we didn't get any food, but yeah, it's the same general store, and we can't actually do anything from it. So basically, took all of the cards and reshuffled them. And apparently there are... Okay, no, it's a complete shuffle. In the exiled clearing, you stumble across another group of exiled mages. After some instants, they lower their guard. Okay, so no, it is a complete reshuffle, so they even added another exit. I'm gonna ask about the hermit. The distracted mage waved his hand towards the forest without looking up from his readings. Yes, yes, the hermit is that way. He doesn't often take visitors. I've never seen him anyway. A horrible little imp, grumbles a mage as he stares into a beaker full of bubbling liquid. God knows how he does it, but every time he shifts the forest around, it plays havoc with my readings. So I'm gonna make some choices. We can either wait, since we have such a huge surplus, we can get a few more days. We can gain some food, or we can gain some equipment. Just note, we really don't have any equipment at all. We only have the 3 rings. So we don't even have any armor or anything like that. Or we could just move on. Alright, let's get some equipment. You spend your days helping a frail old mage organize her scroll collection. Hey, I'm really good at that. You earn some equipment in return. No, let's not. The Sisters
I
of...
find almost every motivation suspect, except revenge. Revenge I understand intimately.
Alright. So, should we continue on, or wait another 5 days, or get some food? Oh, no, move on. Move on, then. The mages point you vaguely in the hermit's direction. Even they are not certain of his whereabouts. Stay fast to the path of blue bells. If you're at a great lake, you have gone too far. Ooh, that's a lot bigger. Well, there's the general store, so... can't really use that. Go down. Nope! That didn't help. That helps. I'm not gonna worry about it. That's now I know you take pain. We have enough, at least in my opinion, we have enough food, but... oof. Number 2. We take some damage. Nothing too serious. Oh, that's a good... much for our lead. Ooh, the trading house. The trading house is the capital, well known for its fair barter exchanges. People from around the world gather here to trade their wares. Welcome, adventurer. Do you have something to trade? Asked the strapping young merchant. Trade equipment for other equipment, trade equipment for food, or trade food for equipment? That's a good question. What do we have here? We have the chieftain's axe. We also have the blades. We just have the adventurer's garb, that's standard armor. And we have the 3 rings. We could probably actually trade equipment for other equipment or trade food. But what do you think we should do? Actually, we probably do all 3. So, I'm interested to see. We will be doing it twice. I have a feeling if we do it twice, we can get the token. So we'll be making two trades. What would you have me do? Trade food for equipment. Alright. Food is always a welcome commodity. How much do you want to part with? We trade 6 food for random equipment. Put up 9 food. You pick from 2 pieces of equipment. Put up all of our food. Or do we back out on this one? Do we not like the options given to us? Alright, let's pick. Here's a nice one for you. A trail to Wild Auroch for this one. Would you like to equip the Archer's Bane? Yes, I would, actually. Pleasure trading with you. Alright, we have one more transaction we will have to do. Do we trade food for equipment, equipment for food, trade equipment for other equipment, or do we leave? Actually, no, we're not leaving. We are doing one transaction, so 1, 2, or 3. Trade equipment for other equipment. Alrighty. Let's see here. How many pieces of equipment would you like to trade? 2 equipment for one new random equipment. Trade 3 equipment for 1 new equipment from 2 items. Or trade 4 equipment for 2 new random pieces of equipment. What would you like to do? 1, 2, or 3? And I guess I probably should do this as well. So we have 3 weapons. And 3 rings. So basically you give, like 2 rings and 2 weapons away. So we can, all 3 are viable. All 3 are viable. So we could trade a lot of our equipment for 2 new items. We basically have an excess of weapons. We can also trade in, well, basically, actually, trade in more weapons for that. Number 1, alrighty. Trade 3 equipment. I'll layer with Energy Burst since he was the one who first got it in. So I'll trade in the Chieftain's Axe. And we'll also trade in the Sisters of Vengeance since we don't have the fame for it. You won't miss yours when you see this one. A helmet! Hey, it's the Frontier. We're closing up. You'll have to come back another day. Nice. I needed that helmet actually is really nice. Oh, another blizzard. That'll at least make up for the the burning cards or the brimstone cards that we found. I hope this is the final floor. Good pick. Alrighty. There's Gnomish Exchange. Ooh, Gnomish Exchange. That could actually be useful.
You have far more pride than the usurper ever did. But you reach far further than he did. Curious.
A noxious smell alerts you to an oncoming group of toshers led by a short, stumpy woman with an eye patch. Eye Patch Eve, they call her, although they dress in greasy drabs, her fingers are adorned with exquisite rings and pockets, and their pockets are deep with gold. Look at this princess. I bet they never done a day's dirty work, she sniggers. What do you say? Fancy eking out a bit of coin? Tide's a-comin'. Better get in there quick, princess, says Eye Patch Eve, as one of her consorts lifts a lid off of a manhole. As you and the tossers come splashing down and your boots soak up the muck, you feel something at the bottom of the putrid subterranean river. I guess we pick. Take the Exquisite Blade. You plunge your hands into the rancid water and pull it out. A dice game. Interesting. Gotta roll one. Come on, give me a 5. Nice. It's been 3 every time so far. You fish out the trinket. Doubtful it's worth such torment. Would like to equip it? No, let's not equip it. But we can sell it. The sewer walls tremble. Time to surface, she shouts as the tossers lift themselves out of the gutter. They pull you out as the tunnel floods. Anders the Drunkard. Well, we already did that card, so we don't need that. Let's go south. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. But we're here at the general store. No! I'm an idiot. Well, too late for that.
Take a moment to seek warmth, yet do not forget your quest.
Well, I'm a dummy. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a terrible... What? There's only 2 food here. Oh well. Oh, that was really bad. Oh, this is... And you've taken away all my food.
Contempt for you. I cannot understand why you would have anything to do with them.
We seek arms to defend ourselves. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. I'll give you food for the helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. Give me some armor and I'll give you a health potion, chimes another. Oh, you cursed me. Ooh, this is a challenge now. I'm gonna lose 10 health every card move. No, I have to give them something. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna give them the merchant's ring. Let's see. The hermit. He's right there. So you can trade rings to... This is what I like about the Twitch integration here. The vote is still your choice and your choice alone. However, we're going to be going into this beaten and broken. A blue bird alights on a tree and begins to chirp. You wonder whether it's too merely a product of the hermit's magic. Absolutely nothing. Further into the forest, you hear a smattering of voices carried on the wind of somewhere to the east. You motion Ari to stay behind. We're gonna sneak away. We have to sneak away from this. I was busy looking up what a tosher is. You know, I'm curious about that too. If you looked up what it was, I'd love to know, actually. A Street Fighter, but we won't need it. Let's go.
You have found the hermit, although this entire meeting was ordained. You would not be here if you had not once been there.
Here where the fog hangs heaviest, you spy a lone tent surrounded by a thick blanket of snow. Approach the tent. You enter the tent. On the floor, a small copper bowl burns with a warming blue flame. The tent is otherwise unadorned and unfurnished. An old man sits cross-legged in the middle of the space, the hermit. He is small. Very small. Colorful cloth and thick swaths of moss have been draped over his shoulders, swamping the hermit's delicate frame. It's a sewer scavenger from the Victorian era. That makes sense. He is pale and sickly, his skin stretched tight over his gaunt face. His eyes are closed, and he doesn't appear to be breathing. Ari elbows you and whispers loudly, "Should we shake him?" He's not dead. You turn and see a young woman dressed in scholar's robes, standing at the entrance to the tent. Not yet, anyway. He uses all his energy to preserve the forest. It's killing him. The hermit does not move, yet his voice rings out around you. All of these cards have already been played. I have a role yet to fulfill. I do not die today. The woman looks sadly at the hermit. Do we say that the Empire are coming? Ask her what protects the hermit, or how the hermit eats. I'm honestly curious. I actually don't know what to do here. Do we ask her, or do we just tell them that the Empire is coming? Ask how the hermit eats. He draws power from the earth, but even that cannot sustain him enough for this. Do we ask what protects the hermit? I'm honestly curious what it actually does. 2 sounds like it'll piss the mage off. Well, I'm leaving the choice up to you. Do we just say that the Empire is coming, or should we ask her what protects the hermit? Choose number 1. What do you say, Ninja Zombie? Do we do number 2 or number 1? Alright, let's do number 1 then. The woman nods. It was only a matter of time before they found us. The hermit sits deathly still, surrounded by his winter forest. Wait, spend 10 days for a mage ally card, spend 5 days for an equipment gain card. Well, I guess we're waiting until the Empire arrives. You set up in front of the hermit's tent and wait. General Willem arrives with his mage hunters on the morning of the 4th of 3rd summer. He sees you and smiles with a hint of surprise. Ah, it's that meddling civilian. You steel your nerves and draw your weapon. Had a feeling we'd had to fight him. Let's try and get the muskets first. But that general will be going for me, I bet. General Willem. The general has seen black and forbidden things. The mage hunters who accompany him, even now, have begun to suspect him of heresy. Generals call forth a hail of arrows when they sound their horn. Use evade to make yourself scarce. Okay. Oh! Okay. Ah. Oh, that was close. That was way too close. His platoon dead at his feet and his plumed helmet splattered with blood. The wounded general grips his sword in defiance. Do we kill the general ourselves? I'm actually surprised at this choice, or let the mage woman decide. That's interesting. I've never had this option happen before. So we do the deed. Alright. Cannot choose. I do not blame you, Energy Burst, but we're killing the General ourselves, I guess. The falling snow melts on your eyelashes and obscures your vision as you bring an end to General Willem's life.
Blood pays for blood.
Turn to see the hermit standing in the door of his tent.
Our rules are predetermined, and now I must leave.
He stares deep into your eyes.
We have more business, you and I. That comes later. Go forth and meet the fates.
There we go.
Success and the secrets of the hermit are unfolded to you.
We're protecting the hermit from the Empire's purge. Mage's workshop. The helpful priest. Helpful priest, that's who bought you. That's where you could get the blessings from. Oh, it's nice to see the helpful priest is back in the game. The holy relic. And the healer. Ooh, that's a new one. Imperial armor. The will of the Emperor. The scorched blade. And the golden shield. For braving the winter forest, your supplies have been added to. Fate's path. Interesting. Excuse me. We're promising to fix Anders Forge. A mechanical oddity. We're making good use of the trading house. The scouting party. Hey, they were from, the Blights, what was it? Where we recruited the soldier. Go. Looks like some things you can only get, the gold. Because the moon there is actually the sun is basically the bonus, or like the, if you fulfill the objective, while the moon is basically you beat the challenge itself. But there's some that basically require you to beat the challenge. And it's actually interesting. I honestly would like to see, what happens if you choose the other option. So there is actually some replay, there's actually a good amount of replay value in this game, instead of just simply completing the challenges and moving on. But it has been 2 hours, it is 10 o'clock now. Time for us to end the stream here. But for now, though, we shall take a look and see who else is actually streaming right now. There are actually a couple people who are streaming right now that I would recommend. There's Big Bad Wolf. He is actually... If you are a person who enjoys D&D, you can go check out Big Bad Wolf's channel. That is BIGBADWOULFE. Unlike Mickey Mouse. He is actually doing a creative stream of him actually writing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. So check out his channel if you want. And there's also Smite. He is actually streaming right now The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. He actually plays the randomizer. So this is it's a randomizer, basically exchanges every single item in every single chest, in every single location where you could get an item, say like the silver arrows, the Titan's Mitt and such, and they're all put in random places. So you could literally start the game with the golden sword, for example. Or you can start the game with just a piece of heart. You've seen some of Tim's. Interesting. But that's going to do it for me tonight, though. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I find the randomizers to be interesting. I don't stream them because I'm not that good at The Legend of Zelda. I like Legend of Zelda. I can beat a Legend of Zelda game, no problem. But in terms of streaming it, I can't do it. It would take me way too long. And I don't have the time to dedicate it. And nor do I have the interest in trying to speedrun The Legend of Zelda like Smite does. Smite is an excellent... He can go through a Legend of Zelda game in a couple hours. He is that efficient when going through those games. But that'll be it for me tonight, though. We'll continue the game tomorrow, and looks like we'll be going through the wheel. If I have the time, I'll try and go through Strength again, because I am personally interested in getting the gold token to see what I can get from this from the gold token from Strength. But that's only if I have the time. I don't know if I have it But that'll be for me tonight, though, so thank you very much for watching, and until then, take care.